Welcome to 5 Minutes of Peace, a time for you to reflect, recharge, and renew. 5 minutes to awaken something within yourself. Created by thepeaceroom.love. On today's episode, we have a special guest for you.
I'm Lisa Tenner, and I'd like to share some poetry with you for this 5 minutes of peace. Poetry is available to everyone. Sometimes there's a mystification about it, and there shouldn't be. It's a really easy way to express yourself, and also I think poetry should be really accessible. We may have some idea what we're writing about when we write a poem, but we may also just come to it to explore sound, to explore our feelings about something. Could be hurt, could be playfulness, all kinds of qualities we can bring to writing a poem or listening to a poem. So one of the best ways to explore poetry is just to come with that spirit of openness or curiosity and see what shows up for you. Ask yourself, how does this poem make me feel? And what does it evoke inside me? So I invite you to think of this first poem as an invitation to poetry. Door. At the center of your universe is a door. Open it to travel beyond this world. When you return, leave the door open. The poems will follow you. Like a flood, they will be upon you, lifting you from the surface in a great stream of beauty. So, whether or not you think of yourself as a poet, writing poetry is there for everyone to do and in any moment. And it's just a matter of opening up to what's inside you, thinking what you want to express, and then just allowing words or sounds or images or rhythm to emerge. So this next poem is called Poetry Night at the Rite Aid Parking Lot. Leaving the conference in my silver Subaru, immersed in the juicy genius of these poets, novelists, essayists, I imagine, maybe even trust, in a genius of my own, however far-fetched it may seem. Maybe in some proximity, the poet's masterful metaphors rubbed off on me just a little, sparked my own rhythm, dance. I argue with myself over ability, then recall, if you love words, they love you back. I scribble lines at a red light, greedy to collect them before they slip through. Pulling over into the Rite Aid parking lot, I park under bright white lights and write and write. I stop writing to breathe, feel the tightness of my belt. When did I stop breathing? Oh hell, I shed my belt. Write more until headlights shine, blinding. Look up. The Rite Aid is closed, yet others park nearby. I wonder what's their business here. Perhaps, like me, so many poets waking at once. It must be poetry night at the Rite Aid parking lot, and no one announced it. There were no press releases or flyers in the mail. Yet we all feel the call in the press of the poems themselves. People just knew and showed up, wrote their verses under high-mast lights, loosened their belts or took them off before they drove home, notebooks filled. So if at the end of these two poems you feel the urge to write something yourself, I hope you do. And if you're driving a car, pull over, perhaps into the Rite Aid parking lot, and write a little something for yourself. Have fun and see what comes up. I'm Lisa Tenner. You can find me at lisatenner.com. And on that homepage, you'll find a free course on book writing if you're interested in starting a nonfiction book for yourself. And I also have a writing group that meets once or twice a week. We get in that creative flow state with a little mindful movement or breathing. People there are writing books, poetry, articles, essays, or even just exploring with journal prompts. So you can be working on whatever you want, and that's called Get Your Writing Done. So feel free to go to the website if you are curious. Thanks so much for having me, and thank you all for listening.
Thank you for listening, and thank yourself for taking 5 minutes of peace. We are all connected on the path of love, service, and peace for ourselves and others. We're glad to be together with you on this path. If you would like to know more about the Peace Room, our Reiki treatments, crystal healings, training sessions, and workshops, go to www.thepeaceroom.love. Join us here again whenever you need 5 minutes of peace.